Long week. Long week. That's normal. We waiting on Mickey. He coming though. Somebody at the door. So, we just wait a minute. Everybody on here yet. We've been off for a minute. Been a lot of stuff going on. Got some questions for y'all tonight. Hope y'all chime in. Gonna cover some stuff, man, that I believe is important. And hopefully you find it important. So, as soon as Mickey come downstairs, and whoever else he done brought, we're gonna go and get this started. You know what I mean? We supposed to have a guest, but she said that she couldn't miss work. So we ain't got to guest tonight. It's just me and Mickey. That's who it's gonna be. Me and Mickey. As soon as he come down, he only a minute 33 seconds. So ain't even on here yet. So and that's probably on us because we we ain't been here. Here you go though. And here comes Mick. All right. Look what I think we should give Mickey a few applause or something because he's here.
I had to let Monkey in.
Let Monkey in. Okay, well we got company now and somebody joined the live stream. So once again, man, thank y'all, thank you, thank everybody for joining us. You live with the game members. I'm the Capo.
And I'm Top Dog.
He Mizzy. And that's he jumped the gun. He Nick though, he Top Dog. That's what we want to do. Let him tell me. So we've been off the air for a minute, man. What's been happening with you?
Working. Weekend now, side job and them came back and getting it in, paying bills. Yeah.
No, I can dig it. I'm working. I like my job. Yeah. You know what? Honestly, I think I love my job.
Yeah,
that's I do too. I still get to assist people. I still get to ride around and meet new people and talk to new people. I don't want to hold nobody up, man. I want to get right into this. You know what I mean? It's major stuff coming down the pipeline in Milwaukee. We got the RNC in a couple months. The mayor won his re-election. Malele is, if I heard correctly, running for common council president. And they've been finding body parts in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
A few years back, I made the statement that there's a serial killer in Milwaukee. I believe that even more so now, not only because of the body parts, but because of the bodies that they found floating in the Milwaukee River, right?
Yeah.
And this little sister that's missing. We don't know if it's her body parts that they find. But what we do know is that this alleged, right, this person of interest worked at Victor's, which is right down by the river. The people that went missing downtown, they were said to be bar hopping, right? And we know from past experience that Victor's, you can go in there and sit for a minute, stay down there for a little bit after closing, right? But I'm just thinking about the chances that he had to commit these crimes working down there, right down by the river. I mean, by the time they find the bodies, if you didn't choke them out, it's gonna look like they drowned.
Yeah, but Shine, I think because if you choke anybody out, it's not gonna look like you drown. It's gonna look like you choke them out.
Right.
Because it's always gonna be.
But once the water gets in your lungs, say they did it,
but if you dead,
but they ain't gotta be dead. I'm saying just until they unconscious and then throw them in the water. With them being drunken and unconscious too.
Yeah, but I think you would still notice because if I'm not mistaken, most of the people from the river was Caucasians, and if you choke a white person, I think it's gonna leave a mark, as well as a black person too, but more so for a white person. But
yeah,
I think
the water. We got to look at the bacteria in the water and how it affects the skin. And once the water gets inside and the body becomes bloated, I don't know if you're gonna see those ligature marks.
But I think it will. And this is what I really think. I think they know it was something. They just never said it.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna say this. So whatever happened, I think they just kept it under wraps.
Yeah.
Meaning the officials, police, whatever.
Yeah.
I think they know, or knew, especially about the river bodies, and they just never said anything.
And and the dude that they have right now, like he got a sex dungeon.
Yeah.
Bro, if that ain't the makers of a serial killer, right? We got a movie right here. This is like movie, man. This is everything that you need for a movie. You got the dungeon.
Yeah.
You got the perpetrator. You seen he looks like a serial killer.
Yeah.
The ones in the movies, right? I may be stereotyping. He was white, probably loner. And he had, we don't know a motive yet, right? But we know opportunity. He had opportunity to do this because he worked at Victor's. And now Victor's is family-owned business for decades is trying to sell their business. It's been too many coincidences, man, for it not to be.
It could be something, and you may be right. I think it's something.
Yeah,
I don't know who, but I think
we
it's
can
something.
see if people chatting or not, man, because me and did know thing. Hey, y'all, what's happening, man? Tonight we talking about this serial killer, possible serial killer, alleged serial killer, the guy with the sex dungeon in his basement, that worked at Victor's, that had more than ample opportunity to catch the people that were highly intoxicated and throw them in the river, just for kicks. I'm not saying that he did that, but I'm saying that he could have. Yeah, so we discussing that right now. We have some other topics. Nikki just trying to. Did you post them?
Hold on.
Well, this ain't going too well.
Oh, it's all
what's happening, man?
What's happening, man?
Oh man, talking about this. This is last year. You did or you didn't?
No, I'm waiting at this.
Oh, y'all gotta forgive Mick, man. As y'all know, he's a little older than the rest of us. And that's what happens with the old
age. You tagged me in it though, right?
Huh?
You tagged me?
Yeah, I tagged you in it. Okay. So listen, I got a question for y'all. I got a question for y'all too, right? Y'all watching, y'all that's gonna watch, right? This is a real live question too. And it's gonna be a topic for debate. Check this out. I got a question for you. You and your significant other that you've been with for years separate. Y'all agree to separate. Right? Y'all agree to separate. Are there boundaries? Can there be boundaries if you agree to separate?
I can't get it.
That's the question, huh?
Yeah.
That's the question, huh?
If y'all agree to separate, is there boundaries?
Are there boundaries?
I think it's boundaries and everything. It's got to be boundaries and everything.
But it says who though?
It says y'all separated. Y'all make that y'all make that decision together. Like, okay, this is what we ain't gonna do, and this is what we gonna do.
Right.
Because you separate don't mean that you ain't together.
But if you separate and you say
you can separate from a person not staying with them.
Okay. You say to your significant other, listen.
We're gonna separate, but we ain't
gonna separate.
We
gonna separate.
We ain't gonna be
this was said. We gonna separate, and I'm not accepting no baby.
But we can go out there.
I'm not accepting that.
We can separate and still be intimate with each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
we can separate and still be intimate with each other. However, I'm not accepting no outside baby.
So that's letting you know that you can get out there and do what you want to do. Just because we separated, we still have something. You can go out there and do it.
Is that what that means?
Yeah.
And
if somebody puts something out there as far as like we gonna separate, but I'm not accepting no baby. So what's that's telling me?
Exactly. What is that telling you?
That's telling you we separated, but you can get out there and
but you can have fun.
Right.
Just don't
bring no baby. Don't bring no baby.
What you say, man?
I said what I said upstairs.
Well, they didn't hear you upstairs, because they weren't upstairs.
That's the start of my statement, bro.
Oh, okay. I was about to say that because, brother, you can't do that to people.
But anyway, I say the same thing. Separation is a man-made thing. I really don't think it's no such thing as separation, because separated or not, you still married, so your feelings are still there. Legally, it's everything is still there.
So let me ask you this then. Okay. Let me ask you this.
You still got to worry about
you say that you married. Okay. So if you don't have the paper, are you married? If you don't go in front of the justice of peace, or you don't have a ceremony where there's paper signed and it says that you married, are you married?
Well, if we're going by man's law, you're not married.
If I sign paper, I'm married then, right?
I said if you go by man, if you go to the judge by man's law, you are married.
Right.
But if you just cohabitation with a person, or not, if you didn't get married per man's law, is you still married? That's what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, I know the Bible says. The Bible says once you lay with somebody, that's your wife. Right?
But hold on. But it can't say that, because some people lay with multiple people.
Yeah, I know.
They all can't be your wife.
But the Bible says once you lay with somebody, that's your wife.
No, you can lay with a whore and she's still a whore.
And she's your wife.
No, she's a whore. No. She's not your wife.
Why not?
Because
if you don't want to lay with her.
All right.
The Bible didn't tell you to lay with her.
And I can say, and I must.
That's why the Bible says that's why you have a gift of discernment, so that you don't sleep with whores.
No.
You sleep with whores and not your wife.
No. Whores back in the day was a means of it was a way women made whatever. So in scripture, people lay with prostitutes, and so you can become one with a prostitute. That make it your wife.
But the Bible says.
No, the Bible don't say that. Sean.
I'm about to pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up.
I'm
gonna pull it up too.
Yeah, you pull it up too.
So I can get to my phone.
Show me in the Bible where it says when a man lays with a woman, she becomes his wife.
I found this on the web.
Okay, right here in Exodus it says, if a man entices a virgin who is not betrothed and lies with her, he shall surely pay her. Oh, that's the bride price.
Yeah.
That's
he had to pay. Yeah, he had to pay financially.
I gotta get to this.
Yeah,
because I know.
But go to.
I'm listening.
No, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of the scripture. And my phone ain't right. It ain't. I don't know. This is my.
Now I read the Bible a few times. Right. Probably more than a lot of people.
Most definitely.
I've been locked up probably more than. let me see.
So who was that lady with the prostitute and got her pregnant? It was his son's wife. The son died, and so the father-in-law laid with the daughter-in-law and got her pregnant.
Right.
So, but she was posing as a prostitute. So what I'm saying is, he left her his cane or something, his staff, as a tribute until he can pay her. But anyway, he never paid her. She was pregnant, and then he didn't even know it was his daughter-in-law. I want to say it wasn't Abraham, but anyway, she posed as a prostitute, Sean. So anybody you lay with, it's not your wife. Now, if you lay with a woman and that was the only woman you laid with, then I can give that a little credence and say, okay, that could be your wife if you could lay with her. And made vows to her with yourself, like, okay, I'm gonna be, I'm your husband, you my wife. But no, any woman you lay with ain't your wife.
Listen. I could swore. I'm gonna find this.
How many wives you got?
Huh?
How many wives you went? If that's
the case,
okay.
Too many count, and I'm going to hell for it. too many count, and I'm going to hell for it. And shoot, yeah, but we ain't talking about me though. You know what I mean? That ain't cool. So yeah, let's get back on the topic though.
Go back on time. Let me get
How
this.
do we, if a couple agrees to separate,
On what condition? There got to be some conditions involved.
well, why does there have to be a condition if they say we're gonna separate? We're gonna separate. Let's separate because we need space from each other.
But you say, okay,
now I said that,
right?
But just what if they just decide to separate? Then what?
If my wife tell me something like that, I'm like, separate? What you mean? Well, it'll be something else to that. You know what I'm saying? What you mean?
And she says, I don't mean nothing. We just need a break right now.
You should have got the break before you said I do.
So we can't separate.
But what I'm supposed to do?
But what about the couple that says yes, we can separate?
Oh, they on some mess already.
Why is that?
That's what I would think.
So what about so you got a man and he agrees to separate, and the woman doesn't have a problem with him sleeping with nobody.
That's bad.
Right? But he has a problem with her sleeping with somebody.
That's bad. That's all right. The control issue is me.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Me personally, separations, they only work if there's boundaries.
You gotta be.
You know what I mean? There has to be boundaries. In a way, I do agree with what Nick said and what the Bible states. I don't believe in divorce. Maybe that's why I, say, well, shit, I ain't mean to, sign that paper thing, but I don't believe in divorce. And separation to me is leading to divorce.
It's leading to divorce, but not only that, it's leading to adultery. It's leading to, well, especially adultery. That's the main thing, because you saying we separated. I can go out there and get in a relationship with somebody else, but you're still married. So you commit adultery, and you making that person you have sex with commit adultery as well. So it leads to sin. And what they say about sin, it leads to death. So, and it can be literal or spiritual death.
Spiritual
Yeah.
death.
So that's what it leads to. So separation again is something that man made.
So can a man love two women? Be in love with two women?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So how does he deal with it?
How does he deal with it?
Yeah. Because, you
Better
know,
be cold.
one or both of the women may not be with that. I can love with her and me too.
He gotta be cold.
Well, I think you
No,
just
he gotta be
gotta
cold.
be a
you pick the one that you
He gotta be a player.
whatever one you want. You can't
But
marry
I love both of them.
It don't matter. But you have to have some little self-control.
He gotta
Being
be
in love is not something that you can just okay, I'm in love, so I can't do nothing because I'm in love with this woman. I'm in love with these two women. You still got a choice to say, okay, well, this one might be better for me in this way or whatever. But yeah.
But what if you met the other while you was on this separation and y'all
get to happening?
y'all acquire feelings for each other?
Then that's
Because we know that separations happen. They take place in this world. They may not be right, but they happen. Right. And we also know that during separation, shit happens. Kids have happened. Other shit has happened that shouldn't happen. You know, well, other stuff. Men find out that they ain't as many as they once thought they were. So I don't know. But you know, and then don't let the woman become hurt based, you know, because of your actions while y'all separated, because then she's gonna want to pay back. Now you got a real problem. Because she's gonna want you to feel that pain.
She's gonna make you feel it.
Oh yeah. And men hurt differently than women, man, when it comes to relationships. You know what I mean? Yeah, we tough. But listen, man, somebody that'll break the dude down. You know what I mean? It really will. But we don't think about that.
No, we don't. No.
So back to the original question, man. Is there such thing as boundaries?
There's boundaries and everything, Shine. Not I don't want to just stay in separation because
What should there be?
it should be boundaries and everything. It's
Well,
boundaries
there's
and
boundaries. Why separate?
it's boundaries in friendship. It's boundaries in because
If
some
there's
things you
boundaries
just can't
in
do.
separation, why are we separated? Because as nephew said, once you set a boundary, that means we're still connected because we're still loyal to each other and what we have set for each other.
Mm-hmm.
Because I set boundaries for you and you set boundaries for me.
So you think the separation is supposed to mean to break the boundaries that you had together?
What I'm saying is, how can we set boundaries if we're separated, right? Because if we set boundaries, there's no separation. When we talk about separating, that's a facade.
The boundaries out the window.
Can't be no boundary if you separate, because once you place a boundary on somebody that you separate from, you're no longer separated from.
Right.
You know what I mean?
In the sense, yeah.
Yeah. So
why separate?
Why separate? Just work that shit out.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Work that shit out. You took the time to invest yourself in this person and that person in you. Okay, stuff got rocky. The investment doesn't stop. Just like when you put your money in a stock, you expect them stocks to keep on climbing. They may drop some, but your expectation is I'm going to leave my money there so that it can grow. It should be the same with relationships. So, what it do, Chuck? That's my relationship advice for the show this week. I might do that every week.
Don't separate.
Yeah, no, seriously. Separation is not only is it spiritually wrong, I believe it takes more work to be separated and still in love with somebody than it does to figure out what the issue is and fix it.
Most definitely.
I mean, so
So you going with what I said?
if that's what
That's what I said. You know that's what I said.
if that's how you want to frame it, yeah. You know what I mean?
So separation is a game that people play.
Right.
That's all
They do what they want to do.
It's no, I mean, yeah, but it's a game. You know, people.
Well, I'm not gonna say for everybody it's a game because sometimes people may feel that they need to separate to fix them.
No, you can set you can if this thing's going on in your marriage that's not right. I'm not saying you can't leave and go somewhere else,
Right.
but you just remember you still married.
You still married.
And you still got to carry yourself as still married. You and when I was getting my divorce, I wasn't trying to be out here, frolicking and because I was still married. I still wore my ring because just because you take your ring off, that don't mean you ain't married. So so I mean, you married, and married people got ownership over their spouses. And when I say ownership, your body is not yours; it's your husband's, and your body is not your husband. Vice versa to the wife, and that's scripture. That's coming from the Bible. Your body is not your own when you marry. It belongs to your spouse. So that's just what that is, and you can't play no games. That's why people are getting killed, and murdered by their spouses and these relationships because you just don't play games like that. You don't do stuff like that. If you married until you get a divorce, and divorce is supposed to be very limited in the reasons why you get a divorce. But nowadays you can get divorced for anything. But yeah, I mean.
So this has been our segment of marital advice with Nick on the Game Members Podcast. This man, and it's a messed up way to go into this segment, but yesterday I lost somebody I was really cool with. Lil Red was my guy. You know what I mean? I meeting him at Marshall. That's my first friend.
Mm-hmm.
When we met. I mean, that was 40 plus years ago. And yesterday he was murdered, man, in front of his family by someone that was supposed to love him. So
We just saw him, didn't we,
Yeah.
We just with him about 2 months ago. We went up to his bar and had some drinks with him. I think his might have been non-alcoholic, but we just spent. We kicked it with him a couple months ago.
I just talked to him, but about was that last week? Yeah, like he's supposed to be going to try to find me a truck. Yeah, fucking mess me up.
So man, to although they know him, loved him, to his family, I pray with you. Rest in peace, my brother. Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace. Yeah.
In peace, over.
And also, don't forget the one Jessica Key.
Yeah, I was about to mention Jessica.
Yeah.
I didn't know her personally.
Not in either.
But I know a lot of people that did.
Yeah, she was cool.
That's what everybody said.
A couple times.
Said that she had a beautiful spirit.
Oh yeah.
She's a beautiful spirited person. So to Jessica's family, friends, loved ones, man, we can't feel your pain, but we share in your anguish. And I pray with you. For the gang members, we're not gonna tell you that it's gonna get better. We just pray for your strength and pray to God keep holding y'all up. The Hayes family and his mother and kids. the 6-year-old boy lost his life in a fire the other night.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so much tragedy in our city, man.
It's a cloud over there.
Somebody else said the same thing.
Dark cloud.
Somebody else said the same thing. And, that may be true and factual. And if so, that means that it's going to take men to remove that cloud, man, by the positivity that they bring forth and their actions. Us free can't do it. We can't do it, right? We did part of something like that, but it's gonna take men to stand up and really become tired of what's going on, man.
Yeah.
And demand change and be a part of that change. I'm tired of seeing women always on the front line. I'm not saying that y'all not, appreciate it. I just think, it'll be a stronger line if you have some men by your side. So that's my 2 cents, my 3 cents, my 4 cents.
And we can't forget lastly about this trauma. And our sister Chanel Biami was in a terrible crash.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. You know?
No.
She was in a terrible crash last night. And everybody I hear she's gonna be okay.
What was it?
76.5 gold.
That's the crash that they had to pull somebody out.
Yeah.
They had to extricate her.
Her, yeah.
Oh wow! I did not know that.
So she's hurt. She's hurt pretty bad. Got some internal bleeding, I heard, and some broken ribs, and maybe some head trauma. But the person I spoke to said she will pull through, but she's real banged up. So, I mean, when I say banged up, I don't mean to say it lightly. She's messed up. She could have lost her life.
Yeah.
Like as Sean said, they had to take her out the car with the jaws of life, and right now she at Freighter Hospital. So who all know her, just say a prayer for her if you got time to get out there. Go out to Freighter. Yeah, she's what they do
And ICU.
No, I'm not saying that. When they make you browse,
she
incubated. Oh no, she just whatever. They just give her. No, that's not the word.
Sedated.
Yeah, that's
it. So
he got.
So let's give her a couple days because she had 2 surgeries.
Okay.
So let's give her a couple days, but still we can say prayers for her. So everybody keep her up in your prayers for speedy recovery and a full recovery. And I heard the guy that
he stopped.
Yeah, and I heard he was at the hospital.
Oh, really?
Today, yeah. So I don't know.
Checking on her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know the circumstances of fault or no fault or who fault, but let's just pray for her, and that stuff will come about eventually. But keep her up in prayer.
Yeah. Wow, I didn't know.
Yeah, last night.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. If y'all know anybody that wants to be a walk culture ambassador, which is a person that deals with pedestrian and mobility issues in their community, that wants to share information with people regarding pedestrian safety, traffic changes, anything like that. Starting next week, I will be opening up for applications for ambassadors with Milwaukee Walks. It'll be stipend pay, not a lot of work, more fun than work, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you get to be a part of changing the infrastructure of our city And that's going to open up more opportunities. So if you know anybody, tell them to be watching my page. I'm going to try to go on the radio and discuss it. These are stipend positions, and there's not a lot of work that you got to do. You just got to be community motivated and want to see and be a part of some change. So, what else we got going on, man? We got some stuff going on out there. We got stuff going on. We gonna be doing some stuff around Juneteenth too. We got some stuff going on.
Yeah, we got some stuff going on. We gonna try to get those EBA t-shirts out sooner than last year. The price gonna go up a little bit.
So we're doing something different.
We doing a few day event.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Well, 2 weekends event. We're gonna do a picnic one weekend, and then we're gonna do a ball the next weekend, or we may do the ball before the picnic. We'll figure it out, but the t-shirts may go up to $50 opposed to $25.
Man, it'll be worth it.
Well,
you get 2 weekends. You
2 weekends.
You get 2 weekends hanging out with me with the cop up. I mean, man, that's worth more than $50. You really get a discount. Right. You know, for real, you really get a discount, man. And we got some flavor in this camp, y'all know it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, what else we got going on, man? We about good? We got some people, you know, we got to talk about some other stuff, y'all. And the same for everybody. So, any last words you wanna throw out there?
Well, I'm gonna say this: it's Side Job Saturday is back. So if anybody got any trees or tree issues that they need addressed, I'm free. I don't have my schedule is fairly open right now. So give me a call. You can get my number from I guess my page at Critten's Tree Service or Mickey Critten, either one. And I just had to shoot that for myself. But
and if you don't think you need some trees because your yard, raccoons be in your yard. So and the raccoons will jump down on you and bite you on top of your head and give you rabies.
yeah, they would.
Your head.
Yeah. Also, a lot of other issues
Right.
that trees close to your home can do. I apologize to the people I was supposed to be.
You got tree jumpers and everything out there in the tree. As we say, what's the day of the faith, man? Today is the what?
The 11th.
Day 11. The year is moving quickly. There's a lot of people missing in the war. And we don't know what happened. We don't. We can only assume until they tell us what they want us to know. But if we can get past our minor differences and communicate more, maybe we could see what was taking place right in front of us. It shouldn't be so easy for our people to go missing. And it shouldn't take a missing persons report or an Amber Alert before we become concerned. Somebody knows what's going on, yet you refuse to say something. You're just as responsible as the person that committed whatever took place. We grew up believing in the same rules of the streets that you do. Yet, we have standards. And there were certain things we just wouldn't do. In today's society, anything and everything is accepted. Nobody wants to get in nobody's business. Nobody wants to say anything. Just remember, there's gonna come a time when you're gonna ask somebody if they've seen anything. And remember what your response was when you received what you gave. It ain't about snitching. It's about saving us right now. I'm a parent. Everybody here are parents. And I don't want to get that phone call. I don't want that knock on the door. Nobody else gonna save us. So we gotta save ourselves. I'm willing to set any difference aside with anybody I have if it means protecting our children. So, the Game Members Podcast, I'm the capo.
I'm top dog. Oh, can I say that?
You already said it.
No, I'm just saying.
He already said it.
Hey,
He already said it.
that name didn't do.
That's him.
They've been saying that since I was 15.
He been saying that
Or
since
17.
he been saying that since
No, since I've been 17. No,
Anyway, he been saying that since he
I ain't
was
been
17.
saying that. I can bring 50 dudes on here to
Well,
say otherwise.
Hey, I don't know. That's them.
Okay, then.
Right.
It's a little iteration going on.
We're gonna bring them on so
Yeah.
that they can announce him from now on. That's what we're gonna do. But hey, till next time, man. Y'all be safe. And stay prayed up. That's it. You know, I can't say you, but God might. That's between you and him, though.
Man, he will.
Till next time, man. We gang members. And we off Capitol Drive. You know what I mean? A lot of flavor, baby. A lot of flavor. So talk to y'all later, man. Peace. Hey, listen, get y'all tickets too. Tickets are t-shirts. So
Yeah,
you might want to get your ticket. You might want to get your ticket because without that ticket,
hopefully we'll have them by the end of this month or the beginning of May for sure. But we will have them. They will be $50, but they're going to be worth it, and that includes all kinds of most everything. I guess.
and you get to hang out with the gang members. We might go live that week, one of the weekend.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So we're gonna do it like we do it. You know what I mean? We about to set another example, lay another standard. So catch up. That's all I gotta say. Catch up. Peace. We out.